In Legends EA, there are 45 Pokemon that evolve in a method other than just leveling up, and I'm about to save you a lot of Googling. I think that one was in time with the background screen. Thanks to the horrific rise in AI slop results from Google and ChatGPT, I'm about to save you a lot of searching the internet for specific answers that aren't wrong. There are 45 different species of Pokemon that are going to evolve in a method other than just leveling up in this game, and I'm going to be going through them. A lot of these are very simple, and we're going to be knocking them out fast. We're also going to be going in local Pokedex order, so we are going in the PLZA decks. First up is going to be Badoo to evolve to Rosalia, and that's done via high friendship during the daytimes. The fastest way to raise friendship: have a coffee with your Pokemon. And for Rosalia to evolve to Roserade, you're going to need to use item. I should define the items before I do this read. Rosalia is going to evolve to Roserade if you use an item, and that item is the Shiny Stone. Just a quick note as far as stone evolutions, a bunch of them are available at the Stone Emporium from the beginning of the game. However, once you're in the post-game, several more of them open up, like the Dawn Stone and the Dusk Stone. You can find them as soon as the tutorial is over throughout the world in various areas. Staryu evolves to Starmie when you use a Water Stone. All regular 5 colors of Floette evolve to their corresponding color of Florges using a Shiny Stone. Pancham evolves to Pangoro at level 32, but only if there is a Dark-type Pokemon present in your party. Pichu evolves to Pikachu via high friendship. Pikachu evolves to Raichu if you use a Thunderstone. Interestingly enough, there is no data for how to evolve Pikachu into a Alolan Raichu, so that cannot be done in this game. Cleffa evolves to Clefairy via high friendship, and Clefairy evolves to Clefable via a Moonstone. Kadabra evolves to Alakazam via trading. I did put out a video on trade codes, so easy thing to do, as well as Haunter into Gengar. Alakazam and Haunter can be found in their final form, so you may not need to do that. Doublade evolves to Aegislash if you use a Dusk Stone. Weepinbell evolves to Victreebel using a Leaf Stone, as does Pansage to Simisage. Pansear to Simisear is a Fire Stone. Panpour to Simipour is a Water Stone. Pro tip: don't evolve those 3 until you do the quest that the guy asked to see all 3 of them in their first form, that way he can make tea. Kirlia evolves to Gallade by using item gender specific. If it is a male, you can use a Dawn Stone. That's how it's defined in the code. Spritzee evolves to Aromatisse if you trade holding an item. That item is going to be the Sachet. The same thing goes for Swirlix to Slurpuff. Trade via held item, and that's going to be the Whipped Dream. Those specific items, as well as a bunch more, are done via side missions. There's just going to be a reward for you. I know the Whip Dream is very early. Evolutions. Okay, Water Stone, Thunderstone, Firestone, Umbreon, and Espeon are high friendship during nighttime, high friendship during daytime. Leafeon is the Leaf Stone, Glaceon is the Ice Stone. Fun fact, the game is now scrubbed of data with a location-specific evolution. It always used to be use Leaf Stone or near Mossy Rock. There is no more Mossy Rock, and there hasn't been for a while, but it's now actually removed from the code. Same thing goes for the big old ice that Glaceon needed to be next to. Sylveon is high friendship while knowing a fairy move. So it just knows a fairy move with high friendship. It evolves to Sylveon. Unlike PLA, you do not have your option of Sylveon versus Umbreon or Espeon time of day specific, so be sure to save beforehand to make sure that you get the one that you want. Baneri evolves to Lopunny via high friendship. Machoke to Machamp is a trade evolution. Riolu is high friendship during the daytime. No romantic nighttime coffee gets. You need to trade Slowpoke while holding the King's Rock for it to evolve into Slowking. Galarian Slowpoke evolves to Galarian Slowbro if you use the Galarcia Cuff on it. Galarian Slowpoke evolves to Galarian Slowking if you use the Galarcia Wreath on it. To that of my knowledge, you can only get one Galarian Slowpoke in the entire game, so choose wisely. Eelektrik evolves to Eelektross if you're going to be using a Thunderstone. Inkay evolves to Malamar, level 30, And while you're on the menu screen, your Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 console needs to be in handheld mode, and then you press A and then you get the evolution prompt. Let's just go ahead and demo that real fast, just because I think that's always hysterical. Because there's no accelerometer in the Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 console, and if I were to dock the Joy-Cons on upside down, because they can do that on the Switch 2, the screen can be right side up, but the Joy-Cons have to be attached to the system. Very important, any other controllers have to be turned off, so you cannot have other controllers active. Turn off your Pro Controller, that way the only controllers connected are these two Joy-Cons. And then while you're in handheld mode and the Joy-Cons are upside down, you will get the option for it to evolve. Now, just out of poops and laughs, if the system is upside down and the Joy-Cons are right side up, you do not get the option for it to evolve. But for the system being right side up and the Joy-Cons upside down, you do get it to evolve. No, it does not work in tabletop mode. It does not work in dock mode. The Joy-Cons have to be on the Switch console upside down. By the way, I want to say real quick, I'll cut you a deal. If I've helped you out 3 times in this game, Pokemon Legends EA, you owe me a subscribe. You owe it to me. I helped you. That's all I ask. Just do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't affect how much I pop up in your recommended feed, you're still gonna see it anyways. It just helps fill the hole in my soul from child abandonment issues, thank you. Continuing on swimmingly, Goomy evolves to Sliggoo if it's level 50 and if it's raining in the overworld. Funny enough, there is also code in the game for Goomy to evolve to Hisuian Sliggoo. See, the reason I told you about the Alolan Raichu is that was weird. So yeah, it's defined as code 61 parameter 1. Scyther to evolve to Cleaver is also the same exact condition, 61 parameter 0. And those parameters just don't do anything. I think it's basically just saying if in Hisui, or it's just a null code for right now. Yeah, you can't get them in-game. Snorunt evolves to Froslass. Use item if gender, and that's going to be if it is a female, you can use a Dawnstone. If you trade Scyther holding a metal coat, then it evolves to Scissor. Phantump to Trevenant is just a trade evolution. Lampit to Chandelure is use a Duskstone. Tyrunt to Tyrantrum is be level 39 or higher during the day. Amora to Aurorus is be level 39 or higher during the night. Onyx to Steelix is trade while holding a metal coat. Helioptile to Helioisk is going to be use Sunstone. And lastly is all sizes of Pumpkaboo evolve to their corresponding size of Gourgeist once they are traded. That's it. Also, fun fact, the individual sizes of Pumpkaboo, like the small, the medium, the large, and the super size, those are actually its form type, which is separate information from its size type. So in here, the size classification is XL because it's an alpha. That's not its form type. I don't think you could even know which form an alpha is without loading it into third-party software, or never ever catching one and then just evolving them and see if it registers in the Pokedex. I think that's the only way you could do it. And that's only if it is coded that the alphas can spawn in forms other than XL. There you go. That is how to evolve every single Pokemon who evolves in a method other than just leveling up in the game. Please don't rely on AI for Pokemon answers. It is usually wrong. If I've helped you in this video and 2 other videos I've done on Pokemon Legends EA, you should have already hit the subscribe button. In fact, you maybe thought that you did. Check the button right now. Go look at it. Make sure that you're subscribed. And after you make sure you're subscribed, thank you so much for being here. Till next time, Austin John out.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Fell from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, yeah. I got that champion flow.